What's good, everyone on YouTube? This is Very Melon Man, and welcome to part 5 of my Disco Elysium, the Final Cut Let's Play. So, last episode, we mostly spent it arguing with Measurehead, who, to my utter shock, is actually, like, the most racist character in this game. I didn't mention any of it, because I genuinely could not comprehend how racist his character was, which made beating him in the fist fight and clutching victory in the face of defeat so great. Oh hey, look at this! Remember we were here a couple episodes ago?
Hanging on the railing, the white rectangle of the Rivershoal Citizens Militia is clearly visible on its back.
Let's grab it.
As your fingers touch the tarpaulin, it almost feels like the cloak wants to deliver a message of comfort through your fingertips.
Sweet. So, our cloak from the first episode is back. Interesting. So now it looks like a proper detective. Disco ass blazer. Alright. So yeesh. Alright then. Well, we'll just deal with that for now, since I don't have anything better to wear right now, but giving my coat back here is pretty great. Collecting rainwater, cool. Alright. Let's equip our... Okay. For you password for cigarette butts. Oh man, it's a bottle buffet up here. I'm so glad I read that hint about picking these bottles up and getting that trash bag. Jesus Christ.
This is the Night Watchman's booth. The name on the door reads, René Arnaud. Listen, it's okay to take a few minutes to yourself. Sit down and have a breather. You need to rest. Your body is aching. Getting in here has taken something out of you. Have a seat.
Let's have a seat, man.
The chair is not as austere as the rest of the booth. A thin grey pillow is attached to the seat, secured to the stiles by black ribbons.
Okay.
Stale air floods through your nostrils. Not a single mote of dust floats inside your lungs, though. The inside of the booth is immaculate. The drawers are empty, save for old timesheets and receipts. One small box, however, does hold some cheap painkillers. They are slightly out of date. Oh boy, where to start? Elevated risk of dementia, mini strokes, Prophet's disease, sudden death, hair death, erectile malfunction, critical flatulence, watery blood, black mucus, uncontrollable weeping, increased sensitivity to La Opera, inoperable joint disorder, total spinal collapse. Don't think about that. Quick, think about something else.
I'm a cop. I have cop things to do. Murder to solve. People to help. Kim's counting on me.
The enormity of the case before you dwarfs the list of side effects. You can't even see the side effects anymore. they're nothing to you.
Yeah, screw you, side effects. I'm taking these painkillers.
You take the painkillers. They are yours now. You stand and exit the booth.
I gotta take a quick look inside the booth.
If you must. But please hurry. We are pretty easy to spot up here.
Nothing incriminating catches your eye. The cabinets are clean and their sparse contents meticulously organized. There's a framed photograph on the table.
Take
It's
it.
a black and white photo of a young couple out in a street fair. The man is young, dark-skinned, and dressed in a Royal Carabinieri uniform. The girl is smiling playfully at the camera.
Why did you take that?
Side case. I think it'd be a side case. Something with this man piques my interest. I think it's be a side thing.
Fine. But let's move. I don't want to be seen snooping around here.
Alright then. Okie dokie. Alright, so instead of doing that, machines and quiescence. What's up here? Okay.
A rusting control panel with several knobs. 2 buttons marked Marche and Arrête are faded with use. It seems to control the large crane above.
What's this do then?
Grind. The crane shifts overhead, moving a massive metal container through the air.
Do we open up a new path or something? I have $3. That could get me.
And with a surprisingly quiet thunk, the crane places the container down. The harbor sleeps as the strike rages in the distance. The crane can rest again, now that its purpose has been fulfilled.
And what would that be?
Moving this container, of course. For this purpose it was built. For this purpose it has acted. And now it will rest.
I can't see how that was worth the wreckers. Except for seeing the crane in action, which I admit was satisfying.
Alright. Okay. Take that, money gain, and what's this? Hey, more healing items, cool. Field instruments.
Before you stands a cargo container. Just one of many in the yard.
Lieutenant, I think there's something special about this container.
You do? Because I don't. There are 1 million containers here. Why are you fixating on this one?
It was hanging from the crane.
You just picked one out because you wanted to interact with a cargo container. We're not here to interact with containers. We are here to interview the Union boss.
Alright, let's open the door then.
To turn the handle, to no avail. The doors seem to be mechanically locked. To your left, the lieutenant considers your actions with some puzzlement.
Alright, what's that? Shit, yours are quiet. It says Vermilion. Okay. Alright. Okay, let's try to... Massive whale. Alright, can't open that. Can't open that. Sings container. And who are you supposed to be?
Container, container,
Easy Leo.
turn you nice and red. Container, container, put the logos on. Container, container, used to be Wild Pines. Container, container, now belongs to Everard.
Hey, not singing voice, dude.
Everard, 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 he looks after everyone. Huh? Well, hey there. How can I help you, mister? I see you are not a union man, mister. Did you get lost? You're not one of them scabs, are you?
What is it with people in scabs?
I mean, I don't personally mind. Folks is just folks, you know, and folks gotta eat. Just some of the other guys don't look too kindly on the scabbing kind, if you know what I mean, mister.
What are you doing to containers?
Oh, I'm just making some covers for them containers here. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. So it's easier for the crane operators to spot them.
-1 logic. Alright, let me ask you something else.
Sure, mister. About what?
Where's everyone? The harbor's empty.
Oh, most of the guys are down at the gates, keeping the scabs from coming in. We're on a strike. The whole union is. You don't have to work when you're on strike. Ha! We haven't worked for 2 months now.
So no one is working?
Not everyone is down there, of course. Mr. Everard is in his office, where he always is. And Jean-Luc is guarding the gate. But Titus and his boys got into some drunken trouble and Everard sent them on a nice vacation. For a week or so.
What kind of trouble did they get into?
Oh, I'm not really supposed to talk about that. That's union business. Him and his boys stirred up something in town. Probably drank too much and got into a fight or something. I heard Mr. Everett telling them to take some time off.
Really? Did they kill someone?
No, I don't think they killed anyone. Let's better talk about something else. Titus and his boys do good work. I don't want to get them in trouble over a little drinking.
Alright, what's the container over there?
Oh, that one. That should be empty as far as I know. Lots of containers here have nothing in them. They're just waiting to be loaded up.
Told you.
Alright, Kim, point for you. I'm looking for the leader of the dock workers union.
Oh, you want Mr. Everett then? He's an awfully nice fellow, he is. Him and his brother are both nice fellows. They've lived their entire lives in this here neighborhood. Guys like Mr. Everett and Mr. Edgar, his brother, are real good guys. Made merchandise what it is today. Mr. Everett and Mr. Edgar and I went to the same school we did when we were boys.
Easy now, Leo. I just want to know where I can find this man.
Oh, Mr. Everett is where he always is. In his office, of course.
The joint containers are right? Alright, I'm off then. Sweet. Cool. Alright, let's talk to this union worker man. Get to the bottom of this mysterious man lynched from the tree murder. Or at least advance the case a bit forward. Ooh. Big boy. Big boy. Quick save here. Taxidermy fish.
Before you is a walrus of a man seated behind a
Yeah,
large
walrus
desk.
is
He looks up
putting it lightly.
not the least bit surprised to see you. With great effort, he straightens himself up in his chair, yet says nothing. He simply stares at you, with a mixture of expectation and impatience, well bottled.
Let's get straight to business. There's been a murder.
Welcome, Mr. Dubois, Mr. Kitsuragi. It's good of you two to stop by. Please.
So our last name is Dubois?
I'm Everard Clare, head of the Debarders Union here in Martinez. I'd offer you my hand, but unfortunately my health prevents me from getting up. You understand?
He looks extremely comfortable.
If you've just been sitting around for 2 months without working because you weren't working, then your health issues are your own problem, sir.
You go ahead, detective.
Whatever he has in store for you, it can't be good, he thinks. I'll do my best.
I'm trusting you, Thought Council.
Forget about that. What's with this Dubois stuff? You're getting some seriously bad vibes from that name.
Why call him Mr. Dubois?
Please, Mr. Dubois, let us converse in a civilized manner, as equals. Take a seat. I insist.
It's nothing. Yes, that's probably right. It's nothing. Forget about it. Filter it out.
All right.
Excellent, Mr. Dubois. I can see that you're a reasonable man, and reasonable men can be of great use to one another.
Sure. Why not?
So tell me, how can the head of the Debarders Union help a representative of the Revachol Citizens Militia today?
The chair is incredibly uncomfortable. Fortunately, your ass is made of iron beats wood. You manage not to shift around too much.
By the way, I heard you got a rather rude reception from a certain Lawrence Gart. Some people have no manners, it pains me to say. This should take care of that nonsense. It should be sufficient to cover your expenses for a few days and patch over your differences with a cafeteria manager. Go ahead, take it.
Wow, that's 25 real. That's good money. You need it.
Is this a bribe? Hold on. Root reception. Oh. You know what? Thank you, Ivart. Why not?
Don't mention it. But also, don't forget it. I'm just kidding, of course.
Novelty check.
Now, I'd like to set your mind at ease about one other matter. Your lost gun. Let me assure you, Union people are on it as we speak. I've got
Ooh.
my best hounds looking for that.
Oh, well, thank you.
His slug-like lips move, but all you hear is an echo. Lost gun, lost gun, lost gun.
Oh.
The world is swallowed by a black hole of fear. Only two words escape its gravitational pull. Lost and gun.
How do you know about my lost gun?
I know everything, Harry. Right now, I know that you're worried. Don't be worried. Everything's going to be all right. It's not like you left it loaded.
You look like one of the most suspicious characters right now, but I mean, if you actually just looked at my main character portrait, I look like the murderer, so I wouldn't particularly be using how character portraits are portrayed as an indicator of guilt right now.
It was loaded. There were 2 bullets in it. You always keep at least 2 barrels loaded.
Cannot be retried. Okay.
God, you're sweating. Your knee is jerking. You're about to cry, aren't you? You're about to cry because you lost your gun, and those children are gonna shoot themselves with it.
So what? Men can cry too.
You want to cry? God, you're weak. Whatever you do, don't cry. You'll think you're disgusting.
Mr. Dubois, you don't look so good.
What is this Mr. Dubois he keeps repeating? What is he trying to pull here? You need to cool the fuck down. Chill.
Yeah, I didn't want to use up all this morale in this one conversation.
Mr. Dubois! Harry!
There are no Harrys. You might go to your safe place.
Mr. Dubois, are you okay? Can I get you a glass of
Well,
water or something?
kudos to the voice actor. This Evard Claire guy sounds legitimately concerned for me.
Maybe you could use your hands somehow, in a kind of throw-in motion, like you're throwing that Mr. Dubois act right back at him. He's Mr. Dubois.
Nah, I'm as good as it gets.
Don't be dramatic. I can see your condition isn't terminal.
What an odd demonstration of... you got me, Harry. I don't even know what. As entertaining as it was, I'm afraid we're wasting our time. And I'm an extremely busy man,
Oh, God.
as I'm sure you are too.
Okay, enough. We are here to ask you some questions pertaining to a murder investigation.
Quick, here's your window. Get yourself together and ask him questions. Police officer questions.
Okay. I want to talk about the hanging.
Oh, of course. That's your main thing here. That's why you're in Martinez. I
Alright.
know everything that goes on around here, and I would love to discuss it with you. I mean, it's no secret that the lynching is connected to the strike. So much to talk about. Honestly, it's been weighing on me so heavily. I understand you need to interview me.
Since there's a but.
But there's a thing that's been keeping me up at night. I want to talk about the hanging. I mean, if we could just calmly talk. This thing wide open.
Yes, that sounds good. Let's do that.
But I can't think straight with this thing weighing on me. You're police officers, aren't you? I have a crazy idea. You guys are basically door-opening machines. Incredibly talented at opening doors.
I've opened a few doors in my life.
And I'm sure you're going to open this one with flying colors, Harry. This really is very simple, and there's nothing shady about it.
Does this jiggling ooze think he's going to lose? He's got another thing coming. He is going to slip with your eyes peeled. He's going to slip up, and when he does, you're going to come out on top.
Why don't you open it yourself?
Harry, I'm a very busy man, and more importantly, I don't have that extraordinary physique you do. You look like you could run around all day.
Well, I have 5 bodies, so I probably do.
Someone a message that the police are working for you.
I repeat, I'm a very, very busy man, Mr. Kitsuragi, and therefore I must occasionally enlist outside help. So what will it be, Harry?
How about you even know anything about the hanging?
Harry, my dear friend, I am what people call a local bigwig. I know everything that goes on in Martinez.
Now, whose door is it?
Oh, no one's. It's just a weasel. A weasel lives there. Nothing for you to worry about.
What do you mean by weasel?
A loud blabbering weasel. When weasels feel no one is watching, they start acting foolishly. Just go there, unlock the door, and leave it open. It's been such a burden on me, Harry. I just want this to be over so I can discuss business with you.
I don't know anything about the hanging.
Harry, my dear friend, I am what people...
Why don't you
Harry,
open it
I'm
yourself?
a very busy man.
You want to send some...
I repeat, I'm a very, very...
I
busy
can't
man.
accept this thing.
Of course, Harry, I understand. But if that's the case, I don't think we'll ever find your gun. Even worse, we won't be able to speak like equals about the murder. Perhaps this was just bad timing for you. Know that you can always come back to me. I really hope you do. For your sake, my sake, and for your gun's sake too.
Yes, we both understand what you meant.
This may be the only way, he thinks. I won't hold it against you. In fact, we probably should reconsider later.
Okay, I see how going.
Am I going to ask? Hell, Harry. You spin-kicked my strongest man in the face. I saw it from my window.
Oh, okay, so you could see that.
Did you ask a man like that how he got into your container yard?
I understand. I'm a terrifying death machine.
Don't worry, Harry. Between you and me, I'm not a huge fan of his race thing. But the Union did not get where we are today by frowning on eccentricity. Anyway, I assure you, I am a very well-informed man. Information reaches me before I even get the chance to request it.
Let's talk about my lost gun.
Yes, your lost gun. My best men are on it. They're turning every stone, searching every playground, asking kids, grandmas, everyone. Your gun will be found, Harry. Let me assure you of that. It's just a matter of time and effort.
The only way to find it seems to be working with him. He might even be holding your gun hostage.
Could he really hold my gun hostage?
Who knows? Only one thing is certain. If you work with him, you're going to get it back. And working with him might be the only way to do it.
I will not be blackmailed this. You know what? Nah. Doesn't mean I do things so you'll get my gun back.
Damn it, Harry. That's exactly what it means. I'm only kidding, of course.
He is not.
Of course. I understand. We help you, you help us.
I'm considering opening that door you asked me to open. Perhaps it'll help me somehow.
A fantastic change of heart, Harry. Go talk to Manana down by the gates. He'll brief you and give you the key.
And just like that, it's happening. The roller coaster is moving. Too late to take it back now.
Just open one little
Pretty
door.
much.
You don't need to go in or anything. I just want that weasel to come home and see the unlocked door. That's it. Anything else we should discuss?
I'm gonna leave now. We might talk again later.
Wait. You need this to get in and out through the gate.
Great. We won't get stuck in there.
Here, you're one of us now. A real red and white Union man. Take care, Harry.
Alright then. And Ace's Law is now completed its evolution.
For the rest of the world, the Ace's Low is just some cool Revachol thing, politically neutral. In Revachol, it still holds revolutionary connotations. Also, have you looked at Lieutenant Kitsuragi's clothes? He wears a bomber jacket, just like the ones worn by aerostatic brigades. And those cargo pants look like they could fit tools for hot-fixing your burning aerostatic. You should ask him about this.
Sure.
Some kind of superstar.
Oh yeah, both of them. Nice. Awesome.
They say the world isn't ready for a rock and roll cop. No one wants their state monopoly on violence to be mixed with celebrity worship. They claim to know it would be dangerous for detectives to rise to the ranks of demigods and have sexual encounters with barely legal cover girls. It would be insane, they say. To all this,
My
you
God.
say, fuck off and die in a cool voice.
Oh
People
man.
have no idea how good these cops are gonna get. They're gonna crack 20 cases a day. In the future, cops will be like astrophysicists or prime ministers or prophets.
Oh.
And you're the first one.
Yeah, you know, screw logic. Alright then. Okay. Okay then. So what is it? And what if I can actually use that suggestion? Composure straightens your back and keeps your poker face. Alright, so I guess I'll level up Composure to 6 next time. So basically, I can always invest in one of these, but depending on how high my starting stats are, I can only choose which one to level up from. Okay. First, let's talk to Kim.
Yes?
What about you?
Me?
Yeah,
I don't
you.
see how my life is pertinent to the investigation.
Come on, turn over below.
If you insist. What do you want to know?
You're wearing a Revolutionary Air Brigade jacket, aren't you?
What? This? It's just seasonal clothing.
And those look like Ironman pants. Good for storing tools in.
Where is this going?
You see, Kim, I have this place in my head where the new these connections.
Interesting. I think it's called the brain.
No, it's more than that anyway. This was you have some kind of thing with revolutionary air brigades.
I do not have a thing with revolutionary air brigades in particular.
Just air brigades then?
Okay, I wanted to become an aerostatic pilot. Then I turned 10 and realized we no longer have an air force.
Thank you, my mind is satisfied.
Good.
You're wearing glasses.
That's correct.
That makes him a Beano-clad. Completely uncut material, if you say so yourself.
Glasses are cool.
Are they? They are mostly just cumbersome.
You don't look like other people around here.
That's because I'm half Seolite, or quarter. My father's father was from Seoul. So was my grandmother, but from my mother's side. It's not an interesting topic.
What is Seal?
It's a part of the world, officer. A geopolitical entity, and a geographic division. I told you it wouldn't be interesting.
You're making it sound uninteresting. I was wondering more about Seal.
You're barking up the wrong tree. I don't speak a word of Seolite. I've never met either one of my grandparents, and I've never been to Seoul. I'm a regular Revacholier.
Dare to talk to yourself?
What do you mean?
You know, when you're thinking, do you have conversations like your brain?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
So is there anything never just tries to provide some warnings or anything?
I can't say that it does, no. When I need to think, I just use my notebook.
The lieutenant produces his small blue
So he doesn't have a thought council.
idly thumbs through a few pages. You're super lucid, yet psychedelic. You don't need office supplies to connect to your nervous system. You're special.
Tell me see about yourself.
No.
Oh, okay.
The lieutenant nods.
This is all for now.
Good. Let's change the subject.
Alright. So, alright. Okay, okie dokie. So, now we have a new thing to do, so we're just gonna hop back. Hop back. Were there any quest markers here? Novelty check. Okay, worthless in the pawn shop. The greenhouse, open the basement door behind the greenhouse in the backyard. Alright. Oh, I sure hope I don't lose my place. 'Cause oh, it's raining. Alright, pawn shop. Got a lot of balls this time, so.
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says, your bottles clunk into the machine, and the money appears with a
$1.
satisfying jingle. You're a richer man now.
Yeah. Let's see. I can't really get risking rid of any of this stuff because, while I could sell, it could also be useful for the case. Now back to the greenhouse, I think.
Welcome to Rivachol.
Racist lorry driver.
This man looks like trouble. You might not want to get into this right now. Plenty of time later.
I'm gonna keep moving. Yeah. Yeah, we can always bust some racist heads later.
All around you, rain falls on the great city of
Ooh, that's a cool
rain
one.
drips from the eaves and floods the gutters, washing the filth away. The spring thaw must be here. The snow is melting. Looking up at the sky, cold water dripping from your hair.
What do I see?
Grey sky like great battleships, clouds colliding with one another. Rain falls down on the world.
How does it feel?
Humid. Your coat shields you from the rain while the city shivers around you. Sheets of rain over the water, a flight of stairs leading into the ocean. Wave after wave washing the coast of Martinez, with its motorboats and gently swaying reeds. The ruins of a half-sunken sea fort crumble on an inlet beyond the Bay of Revachol. Ghosts rise into the sky.
Who are you, ghosts?
Skyscrapers of La Delta, the financial district. Faint golden light seeps from the office windows. Urban coastline, rain dripping off Eternite-covered roofs. Cinder blocks left over from half-finished construction. A defunct research and development building, once seized by revolutionaries. An old wooden church stands on stilts above the water. Coal City, end of all lines. The great gates of the industrial harbor are locked. A chill runs down your back. You shudder like an animal trying to shake water from its hide. Behind the gates, heaps of supply crates, red and blue metal shipping containers, slick with rain. The Greater Revachol Industrial Harbor is an artificial mountain range. Immense wealth resides within, and immeasurable poverty in its shadow. La Drusienne, King Dries passenger harbor. Cruise ships flanked by dock-ons. Cranes watching over the mouth of the river distributary. Couronne, the lower middle class. Distributary after distributary cuts the city blocks in half. 7-story buildings trail off into the rain. A silvery curtain of rain over the houses. The class divide. Tower blocks crowd one another. 4.46mm bullets still lodged in their war-torn stone walls. Hallways collapse from the mortar hits of a war that was lost long ago. Clotheslines go to waste in the rain. Radios play. A yard. Rain falls onto the roof of a woodshed. Filthy water pools around a body. Droplets of rain slip from the dead man's cold cheeks. A traffic jam. Rain thrumming on the roofs of motor vehicles. Inside, drivers watch water streaming down their windshields. The statue of a king shudders. He too is cold. The canal bridge has been raised. The road ascends. A raised motorway loops above the ghetto. Beneath its concrete columns, a sea of rooftops, woodwork, and tar stretches northward. 4-story buildings as far as the rain can fall. The snows melt in Jamrock. Revachol is the capital of the world. Jamrock is the capital of Revachol. Droplets form on your eyelashes. It's home. In the rain-swept distance, above the rooftops of Genrock, a repurposed silk mill stands perched above the motorway exit. Precinct 41 hunches in the rain. Your vision blurs. You wipe your face with your hand. The rain stings your
I'm getting
eyes.
experience for all this.
You look up and blink.
And what's
Coalition
above me?
Statics hang like apparitions under the cloud cover. Way up there, where rain forms, rotors flutter silently. Your sight clears.
Dave Fenoy, I could listen to you all
Rain will
day.
not let up anytime soon. At least we are dressed for it. Let's keep moving.
You see a set of tire tracks in the brown slush that covers the plaza mosaic. Hard to say. Your vision is blurred and you're having difficulty concentrating thanks to your relentless hangover. There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots, anywhere from 6.
Nyko. God. Okay. No. Okay. Oh God. I hope I went in the right place and then just backtrack. On. Jesus Christ. Okay. Greenhouse. Entrance is not here. So I was wasting my time. Okay. Damn it. Fuji-no-ki-nene, baby. Fuji-no-ki-nene. Okay, Yeah, we have the map that we stole. Great. Ooh. Impossible, formidable. Okay. Waterfront, church, fisherman shacks. Um, So I'm actually genuinely lost now. I never realized. Let's see.
You see several packaged raincoats
Oh.
filling a low shelf beneath.
Yeah, I just looked this up and found this. I will admit to that.
Transparent, except for the big Fritta slogan on the back. The packages are small, discreet, sloppily stacked, making them easier to take unnoticed.
I'm gonna buy a raincoat. It's only $4. That's practically a steal. Thank you. That's a lot better for the rain. There is still a lot of this area we haven't actually explored, now that I think about it. And this is distracting. Yeah. I'll keep my little trash bag out, but I need to not waste flashlight battery.
This is a wall on the side of an apartment building.
Oh, look what I found.
This must be it. The basement door is weather-worn.
Oh, yeah, we found it.
Upholstery in place have turned green from sea air, and there's a knocker shaped like a lion's head.
That's probably the door Efrat mentioned. We still need to get the key from this manana first, though.
A sturdy metal door guards the southwest entrance to the apartment building. It's locked. The door rattles against your knuckles, but there's no response. The door
Come on, not
goes
knock.
again, but this time, you hear an elderly woman's voice calling out from inside.
Stop banging on the door. I'm not letting any more strangers inside.
This is the police. Open the door.
The police? Everyone knows the police don't come round here.
I'm not joking.
No, I already told you. I won't be responsible for any more strangers getting into the building. Go check the backyard door. Maybe someone there will.
Alright, whatever. Ain't. Okay, I'm running low on patience and running short on directions.
A striking woman leans
Oh,
against
God.
the cabin top of her sailing boat, smiling as you approach. Her green raincoat glistens with droplets. A silk scarf is tied around her throat.
Good afternoon, officers. I'm Joyce. Joyce L. Messier. I represent the board of Wild Pines, the owners of the harbour. You gentlemen must be from the RCM.
Huh. Sure.
I'm glad to see you here.
Like steel, there is strength there. If she wanted, she could sink her nails deep into your skin.
She probably could.
I was dispatched to handle a strike, not a lynching. Anything I can do to assist the RCM in this matter, I will. Gladly.
Thank you.
That is good to hear.
Thank you. Some actual help and not people forcing us to be blackmailed by them. Jeez.
From an unusual medical episode. Very unusual. But I can assure you of his ultimate impotency.
It happens quicker than a shooting star. But did the lieutenant just wink at you?
Heck yeah, Kim winked at me.
Interesting. I wish you a swift recovery. In the meanwhile, you have my full cooperation, and the full cooperation of the Wild Pines group.
Know something about these tattoos?
That's the man who was killed. I'm afraid this is a discussion for once we've cleared the lynching question.
Fine, let's just run through it later.
Better not tie the forestay to the backstay on this. I hope there is something else I can help you with.
Thank you, that's all for now.
Of course, Detective. Take care.
Man, this is a great... This is a really chill game, and I really do appreciate playing it like this, but I haven't the faintest idea where I'm supposed to actually go to get that key.
Right to work! Right to work! Shame on you!
When a bunch beats me.
When the man moves around, you perceive some serious abs underneath his tight-fitting shirt. This man is in shape. There's something odd in the way he carries himself. His set of clothing looks vaguely mismatched. The different pieces of the attire seem ill-fitting.
Really now?
His shirt is far too small and an unpleasantly tight fit, while the overalls, held up by a belt, seem to fit a man with much more corpulence.
You wearing new clothes, buddy?
He ignores your question, choosing instead to turn to the emaciated workers, raising both fists.
Oh, so you stole those.
Not his.
Okay.
You've been talking to him for quite a while now. Something is off with this guy. Ask him where he's from.
Alright, gotta ask, who are you? Where exactly are you from?
What's it to you?
Huh. I thought you looked real familiar for a second there.
No. Don't think we've met before. I came to help out the people.
Alright, got that. I'm interested in your
We're
background.
all workers, right? Workers stick together. Came from the eminent domain, from Jamrock. Backgrounds in odd jobs, heavy lifting, cargo hauling, bouncer work.
A bouncer? Where? I freaking a lot of bars, man. Just want to know.
Worked at Territorial. Ring a bell?
Yeah, I think I've been there.
Uh-huh. It was a long time ago.
Where
What's
exactly
it to
from?
you?
A little
No.
bit familiar.
Don't think we've met before. We're all
Alright.
workers, right? Workers stick together. Came from the eminent domain, from Jamrock.
Been through from several.
Backgrounds in odd jobs, heavy lifting, cargo hauling.
Which one was
Worked
it?
at Territorial.
Never heard of it. Are you lying?
We're done here. I have a strike to break.
I'm gonna have to cut the video off and figure out where I'm gonna get the key from. And I'm gonna end the video, get the key, and I'll meet you guys in the basement in the next episode. Thank you guys for watching, putting up with my procrastination. I'll see you then.